Oh, look at her tail going.
A service dog.
This is the first time I've dealt with death whereby there has been an animal involved, and I found Daisy made it a little bit easier. Sometimes it was all we could do to get through the door, and to know that we were, Mondays and Thursdays are her days at hospice, so we make sure to come those days so we could see her and have that uplifting moment. We definitely won't ever forget her.
Overcast sky, hydro wires, and 2 treetops. Yellow text forms in the foreground. Title card, How We Die. Black text underneath, The Future of End of Life. This episode, How to Die, A Good Dog. Hospice Simcoe, Barrie, Ontario.
Day-Day.
A woman calls a yellow lab.
Come here. Good girl. We're going to go for a visit, okay? We're going to go for a visit.
She clips on the leash.
Girl, okay, I'm going to get your leash. I'll be right back. Leash on. We're going to go this way. Okay.
Lori Schulten-Delamore.
Daisy is our first service dog that we have had at Hospice Simcoe. We had heard about other service dogs in other facilities, and these dogs are trained specifically for personal care. Here at Hospice, people come at end of life to find support and help people feel like this is their home away from home.
Daisy is one of the first assistance animals owned by a hospice in Canada.
Rhoda, here's Daisy.
Oh.
Yeah, Day-Day.
Hi, Daisy. Oh, there you are.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Good girl.
You do Dr. Luby, don't
Good
you?
girl. Yes, you know Rhoda.
Yeah, you're a nice dog.
Lori.
The idea came about because as part of that holistic care, a dog is a wonderful way to make people feel at home.
And Rhoda, you had dogs growing up, did you?
Yes, I had lots of dogs.
Yeah.
Our dogs always visited us in bed.
Would they hop on the bed?
Yep.
Yeah. That's nice.
And then Mother yelled and they went downstairs.
That's the nice thing about Daisy. I think she brings back a lot of memories for people of their own dogs, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lori.
When she enters a room, she's especially drawn to the person in the bed. But what I've noticed is that when a person is nearing the end of life, she's even more sensitive to knowing that she needs to be there for that person.
Rhoda Phillips passed away shortly after filming.
Oh my, isn't that nice?
Nice scratch your ears, huh?
You like it.
Her family hopes Daisy continues to give joy and support to others at Hospice Simcoe.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Fawcett.
When Daisy first came in, she always went right to my mom's bedside and put her face up on the blanket with right beside her, and she always seemed to have a nice little smile on her face. Even kind of at the end there, she wasn't able to speak a whole lot, but you could always see her face light up, and being able to see her smile at the end was pretty priceless.
Violet Fawcett.
I started visiting with Daisy because my grandma was in the hospital, and she made me feel better when I visited her.
Jennifer Fawcett.
Violet, she was quite anxious and reluctant to come. The few times she came prior to meeting Daisy, she would stay 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then ask to leave. And then once she met Daisy and stuff, she would sit with her for hours.
Violet cuddles with Daisy. Animal therapy and palliative care has a measured effect on the physical and emotional well-being of terminally ill patients and their families. Lori.
Animal therapy has been studied, and often people don't like to show emotion. It makes them feel vulnerable, and I watch people let their guard down as soon as Daisy comes in the room.
Jeffrey.
It was really tough coming in here for the several months that my mom was in here, but when I was with my mom and Daisy would come in, it would actually kind of distract me from what was going on around me, and it kind of just made me feel a little bit more calmer with regards to the situation that was evolving around me at the time. I encourage anybody to at least give it a shot. Any way they can make a situation as poor as it can be when you're in here, because you know what's happening when you're in here, but to help that transition with the family as well, because the family is going through it just as much as the patient is, right? So any way that you can have more family be a little more comfortable and stay a little bit longer can only be helpful for everybody here.
Lori.
Death and dying is about being real, and sadness and joy come together in palliative care. Sometimes we can have 2, 3, 4 deaths in a day. So we just have to be ready for whatever comes.
When a patient dies, there is a walk of life, which the staff and Daisy join. Lori.
When we're honoring somebody by walking them out of the house after they've died, it's a very emotional experience for people because they're saying that goodbye. We, as a team here, honor that person's life by giving them that walk of honor.
Covered in a quilt, the patient is taken from the facility.
Death and dying is something that people don't like to talk about. You know, as a society, we talk so easily about the beginnings of life, the celebrations, but it's hard for us to go there, to that place when it's going to end.
Daisy watches as a van drives away. Credits. Kitab Productions Inc. logo. Produced with the participation of TELUS Fund. Stories for Caregivers. In an initiative produced by the Coop Company. Legal disclaimer.